Thank you, Mr President. I'm delighted to rise to speak today about the impressive efforts by the Kingston Tennis Club to fulfil its long-held dream of upgrading its facilities, which were officially opened finally on Saturday the 8th of July. And the realisation of this 6-year-long dream most definitely has been a labour of love, Mr President, perseverance, determined grit. The best representation of that determination, I think, and to place the Kingston Tennis Club's achievement in context, is the chronology of work and effort undertaken. And this was detailed in a speech at the opening by the club's president, Trish J. And I'm going to paraphrase here with Trish's kind permission so that people can see the pathway taken for this really wonderful upgrading of facilities. Firstly, in 2017, the Kingston Tennis Club began with a master plan, listing many goals, including new courts, new court lighting, booker court installation, a hitting wall, as well as the establishment of community hotshot courts. During this process, the Kingston Tennis Club Committee undertook a consultation survey with members and the general public to help future-proof the club for the next generation of players. By 2019-20, submission number 1 was put together and was submitted detailing the grant request. It also outlined potential council contributions and club funding contributions. That grant application was considered and, heartbreakingly, unsuccessful, Mr President. So we come to 2020-21. Submission number 2 for grant funding was submitted. That grant application outcome was, heartbreakingly again, unsuccessful. Absolute heartbreak, leaving many demoralised club members struggling to find momentum to continue. 2021-22 saw submission number 3 made, with a team of supporters assisting with its documentation. By this stage, the upgrade was becoming desperately needed at the Kingston Tennis Club. And lo and behold, grant application number 3, success. Many tears of joy, apparently.
Third time lucky.
Third time lucky indeed. The bulk of these much-needed grant funds have come from the state government through that grant round, with contributions also from the Kingborough Council and from Tennis Tasmania. It was a real team effort. And while the saying may be third time lucky, Mr President, luck had very little to do with it, while hard work, particularly from the club leadership, had everything to do with it. Safe to say, the club was beyond delighted to finally secure the grant, and then the hard work really began. And as we here all know so well, securing the funding is merely the first vital step. The fate of a project relies just as vitally upon project planning, delivery and execution. And given that this considerable upgrade commenced in November 2022 and it was officially open in July this year, this project's successful completion is a huge testament to the team effort and impressive planning by the Kingston Tennis Club's amazing members and volunteers, who seemingly can undertake major projects and upgrades all in their stride. This team's effort saw the upgrade of courts, with 2 now consisting of the latest in artificial grass and 2 converted to plexi cushion. It also included re-fencing and newly accessible gates installed. Yet there's more, Mr President. Not only did the Kingston Tennis Club surmount this huge funding and logistical challenge to achieve their future-proofing upgrade, they did so while ensuring the majority of waste products from the upgrade were reduced, reused and recycled. Impressively, more than 90% of the old fences, court grasses, fencing wires, consumables and containers used by the contractors were recycled and repurposed. This was done at a range of facilities throughout the municipalities of Kingborough, Derwent Valley at Lake Meadowbank, Mountain River and Franklin in the Huon Valley. These items now have a second life as matting for pets, boat access ramps, farm fencing, animal and pet food storage, paddock shelters and even strawberry planters, Mr President. As I hope I've presented adequately here today, bringing the story of the Kingston Tennis Club's major facility upgrade efforts to the attention of the House is, in a way, a continuation of the well-deserved celebrations that commenced on the July formal opening of those revamped facilities. And further, given the acknowledged generous and vital grant contributions made primarily by the state government, and I do thank the state government for the support, as well as the other major financial contributions from the Kingborough Council, it's pertinent to update the Parliament on the successful expenditure of those grant monies and the meaningful impact that the funding has made to the much-loved community club. In the eyes of many in the Nelson electorate, the Kingston Tennis Club is the little club that could, and this huge effort is paying off. In the few short months since the completion of the upgraded facilities, the Kingston Tennis Club has reported a resurgence of inquiries from people seeking access to the family-friendly courts and facilities. The reinstated online booking portal is well utilised, and I'd encourage any members here or others listening to consider logging on and exploring what the club has to offer. I wish to conclude, Mr President, by echoing the catch cry of the Kingston Tennis Club President, the indomitable Trish J, who says, "Kingston Tennis Club, it's way more than tennis."